Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Before we get started, can you find the missing cat? Do you notice a cat in the background over here? She decided to join us again for checking the answers to the test. So I hope that she will be on good behavior. Um, so I hope that before we check the answers, which is our plan for today, we're going to go over that for segment 2. I will trust and hope that you have finished the exam and you have taken pictures of your results. Send it to me to my email so that I will be able to print the test easily. And so what I plan to do is physically write on your test answers, and then I will send back to you any corrections or comments through email also. So I hope that we can try that and see if it works. So at this time, let's take a few moments to go over the answers and see how did you do. And I will say that if you realize you have some questions or there is something unclear for your homework this week, please send any questions that you have about this test to my email address. You can also text me, and I will be happy to try to give you more feedback and help. So if you're ready, let's get started. Okay, so the listening part that my assistant Jeff helped with, let's talk about the answers for that. So number 1, what are they talking about? The answer is B, a weekend trip. Number 2, what is their relationship? Ironically, just like me and Jeff, we are husband and wife. Also, the answer is C, husband and wife. Okay, number 3, why do they need a hotel? And the answer, B, his brother's house is full. Okay, number 4, how do they feel about this trip? A, excited. They feel excited. So, where do they want to go? And I can't hear your answer, but they want to go to Chicago. So, let's go to the second part. How much? What's the cost? What about airfare to Chicago? Okay, the answer, $65. Very cheap. Number 2, hotel room per night. What do you catch? $99 per night. Number 3, what's the room tax per night? And you heard 14, $14. And number 4, food for the weekend. How much money? $150. Okay, and 5, babysitting. How much for babysitting? It's free because they want to ask her sister, right? Okay, so the last one, for everything combined, what's the total cost for the weekend in Chicago? $500. Okay, do you think that is a cheap price? Would you take a weekend trip for $500? Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed meeting my husband briefly as he assisted with our listening part. So let's continue to the next part and check the grammar. I'm looking below grammar part B. So we're thinking about simple present or future forms of the verbs. Number one, you can, assuming you gave me your answers through email already, you can check yourself and see how did you do. Number one, if my husband gets, Gets, a few days off, we will go on vacation. Will go. Okay, and number two, they will bring their swimsuits if the hotel has, HAS, a pool. Okay, so will bring and has. Three, if we, here's the if clause, so we need a simple present. If we find discounts, so no change, we will save a lot of money. 4, she will not or she won't improve her English if she doesn't or does not practice. Okay, this is true. Let's see. She won't improve and then doesn't practice. Number 5, if he looks for discounts, it will not or won't cost much or too much. Okay, so looks and will not cost or won't cost. So far, so good, I hope. Let's go to the next page, including grammar C and the reading part. Okay, so grammar C, complete the sentences, use the simple present or future form. Number 1, before the children arrive, no change. She will cook dinner. Okay, arrive, will cook. Number 2, after the alarm goes off, how do we spell it? GOES. After the alarm goes off, she will get up. Will get up. Number 3, we will drive to school before it starts to snow. Just add S. Will drive and starts. Number 4, our parents will speak with us after they book our trip to New York. Okay, so first, we'll speak. Second, no change, book. Number 5, before Sam walks the dog, just add S, he will finish doing the dishes. Will finish. Okay, good. How did you do on the grammar part C? I hope well. Let's go to the reading part and we can check those answers together. These are yes, no, okay? So King's World is open on July 31 or 31st. And the answer is yes. Number 2, general admission for a child under 10 is $55. The answer is no. Okay, so how much is the admission for under 10? $35, right? Number 3, there are animals at King's World. The answer is yes. Okay, where do we find the answer for that? Paragraph 2, you will like the animal shows. Okay, that's our clue. Number 4, if you are at King's World at 9:00 p.m., you will see fireworks. Sounds like another park I know of, Disney. What's the answer? Yes. Okay, so where is the answer in the text? Every evening ends at 9:00 p.m. with spectacular fireworks. Okay, the last question. If you don't bring a picnic lunch, you will not be able to eat. And the answer is no. You will be able to eat, right? Okay, where is the answer here? I think paragraph 2. If you are an adult, you will enjoy the concerts and the many different restaurants. So there are many food options if you don't bring a picnic. Okay, so how do you feel about the reading section? Was it easy, difficult, or so-so? I'm curious to know your feelings about that. Okay, let's go to the last page. We have 3 small sections, starting with B, grammar. Okay, past continuous. In my feeling, this exercise is much easier than the other ones. Number 1, my daughter was doing her homework. So remember, he, she, it, was. Daughter, we need to use she or imagine she. Number 2, I was watching my favorite TV show. We need past, so I was, not were. Okay, I was watching. So watch plus ing. Number 3 is plural. We were cleaning up the kitchen. So we have a phrasal verb, clean up. All right, number 4, he was attending a meeting at our children's school. And the last one, the neighbors, plural, the neighbors were playing cards with friends. Okay, not so bad, right? I hope. Let's go to part C below. Okay, we need past continuous or simple past. I gave you the answer already for number 1, so let's go to number 2. He was sleeping when the alarm went off. Okay, go is irregular. We need to change the spelling. Went, W-E-N-T, went off. Okay, number 3, while we, plural, were driving. Okay, how do we spell it? Drop the E, add ing. While we were driving to school, it started to snow. Just add ed. Okay, number 4. While they were talking to us, their young child interrupted many times. Okay, just add ed. They is plural, so we need they. We need were. They were talking. And number 5, I was studying when the dog, this is irregular form, began to bark. Change the I to a, began. All right. And finally, the last part here, fill in the blank. These are separable phrasal verbs. So I gave you a clue for number 1, but let's give it again. He's filling the application out. Number 2, she's putting them away. She's putting away the pots. Number 3, he's turning up the volume. He's turning it up. Turning it up. Number 4, she's cleaning the kitchen up. Or she's cleaning up the kitchen. Okay? So the object is at the end in this case. Okay? Number 5, the last one. He's calling his wife back. So in the first part, they have separated the phrasal verb with his wife, the object. So the answer for number 5, he's calling back his wife. He's calling back his wife. Okay, we have finished going over the quiz. So how do you feel that you did? I hope that before you listened to the answers in this second segment, that you sent your answers to me, and I look forward to checking those as soon as you send them to me. And I hope that this test is also helpful as another way to practice and learn and make sure about learned information and grammar. So I think that is the end of segment 2. As I mentioned to you, if you have any questions about this test, please let me know. Okay? And so I will see you in a few moments for segment 3 today. See you soon.